It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Chargers on Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 3rd down, Taylor steps away to his left. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert eluding the pressure right, fighting through pressure. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
How about some applause for the defense there? They
force them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that #2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 7 carries, 113 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Raiders at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Taylor. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They go play action now. Taylor. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Oh, this is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Caught by Turner. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Flushed out right. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Taylor, escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, pushing through the contact. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Washington Commanders. Finally, Monday Night Football. 2 of the most successful franchises of this new millennium. 8 Super Bowls between them. The Chiefs and Patriots from Foxborough. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. And he fends him off. Going for the deep ball. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Now this has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Flushed out right. Here's a diving catch right side. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Taylor. Rolling to his right. Staying on his feet. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit.
To throw is Taylor. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Buying time to his left. Open man is Myers. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown Raiders. Austin Hooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Now he'll throw deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Second and 10.
A give, Eckler running to the right. Bulldozes past him. And now he picks up the spare. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
The 71 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 13 yards out.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chargers 13.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Pass complete downfield to Renfro.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Taylor. Steps away to his left. Oh, he stays up. Just keeping the play alive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Play action, it's Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Toward the pylon, caught! Touchdown! Jacoby Myers from 6 yards away. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. Herbert on 1st down now. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Turner. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Herbert escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts.
Have to be aggressive here.
Now Taylor on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Myers. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Taylor going to throw. He'll buy some time right.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Throwing now is Taylor. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Taylor. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Herbert and the Chargers
Down by 11, a minute 8 to go. They need a touchdown with a two-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down.
Herbert.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Herbert to throw.
Being chased out left.
Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Raiders now set to get the football back.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. Taylor's going to keep this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Raiders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Las Vegas, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.